Listen, you are still very young to achieve your goals. You are still young to change those same habits. You know what you are too old for? Those same BS. You know, a lot of people are too good blaming other people. They are too good playing the victim card. Here's the truth. A time will come where you have to choose which part you want. Do you want to play this victim card for the rest of your life? Do you want to blame your parents, your spouse, your friends, all the relationships? Do you want to keep blaming those people? Or do you want to sit with yourself and see where you went wrong? See the role you played in your own suffering? You know, this is so sensitive. It's a sensitive topic because not everybody have self-awareness. When it hit me, where it was 2020, I was just 20 something, now I'm 30. In 2020, something happened. A lot of people thought it was my downfall. Even myself, to some point, I thought that was it for me. So when I went to serve my country, the NYSC is a 1-year program for university graduates. You go to a paramilitary training course for 3 weeks. Then after that, they post you to whatever department. I was posted to teaching department. So during that period of this 3 weeks training, I was fortunate enough to have a whole hostel to myself. A whole hostel, like it was just me in that hostel. And the way I carry myself, so most people thought maybe my dad was someone of influence, and they have saw me talking with people of superior people over there. That's the leaders in the camp and some military personnel. So I had that space to myself. That is when I started becoming aware. That is when self-awareness struck me. Self-awareness is so difficult. It struck me. I was just there looking at my life. I've always blamed my dad for certain things. I've always blamed him not being this or being that because of maybe the decisions he has made. Not until that self-awareness starts striking me. I started realizing he did a lot. He did his best. That's why I say true maturity is not based on age. You can be 60 years old, you can be 70 years old, you can be 100 years old, and you won't still be mature. Because true maturity is when you start realizing the truth. It's when you start being honest to yourself. It's when you start being authentic to yourself. So that was where it struck me, and I started realizing he did his best. Because we live in an environment where everyone points everyone for their problem but not take accountability, where everyone knows the solutions to someone else's problem but not their problem, where everyone points his fingers to everybody else. That's the society we live in. So for me, it struck me, and I was sitting there, I was realizing he did all the best he could as an adult. He did what he knows was best. Then I started taking accountability. It wasn't easy. It wasn't immediately. I started making some changes. It took me a while. I was just in that phase. I was in the phase of self-awareness. Self-awareness is difficult. It's like an onion, layer after layer. It hurts a lot. But I started becoming aware. Then I was so angry at myself. I was so mad at myself because I saw the role I played in every situation. So I became angry at myself. It was also the point where I was able to forgive myself. I forgave my younger version for making the decision I made that I thought was best based on other influence, but yet I took accountability, because at the end, it's you. At the end, let this don't go over your head. At the end, it's you. No matter how you point finger, you had a role in every situation. So I forgave myself and I forgave my dad. I made a promise to myself, and I forgive the other persons as well. I made a promise to myself that the short period of time they have left, I don't know how long they have left, I'm going to use that time to do my best to show them how much I love them. You don't have to tell someone I forgive you, but you can change your character, your attitude towards them. That's how they feel loved again. That's how they feel like, okay, yeah, I've been forgiven or whatever it is. So I started working towards that. And one of this thing about playing the victim card, whenever something happened, your mind immediately will start looking for ways to exclude yourself, ways to push the blame to other people. This is difficult. That's why I'm very gentle with people that lacks self-awareness, people that plays the victim card. You blame your country, you blame your environment, you blame your community, you blame everyone else. So the mind is like this. The mind plays based on same habits, based on repetitive pattern. That's how the mind plays. The mind will not act beyond that until you start training the mind. You start retraining the mind to act better, retraining the mind to see possibilities. So whenever problems happen, your mind just goes to, I have to exclude myself, I'm not the one but everyone else. But when you start training your mind to see possibilities, when you start training your mind to see the role you play in every situation that happens, your mind starts seeking for possibilities. You'll be like, okay, yes, I played this role, I forgive myself. Even if the other person has made an influence for me to play this role, it's still my responsibility. So I take responsibility, I take ownership, and I'm going to look for, what is this trying to teach me? Then your mind start acting based on that. It took me a lot of time to be able to acknowledge what and my roles I've played. It took me a lot of time to start making changes. As I've said earlier, I'm 30. I'm still going to make changes as I go through my life phase. I'm still going to adjust and make changes for my growth. But here's the truth. I'm not going to play small. I'm not going to shrink myself anymore. I'm going to present myself how I am, and I'm going to be authentic and keep growing. That is true maturity. True maturity is realizing that your parents played the role they know best. You are an adult now. Think about it. How is life going for you? You'll be damn wrong, or you'll be a hypocrite if you say life is that easy. You know life is not easy. Life is difficult. And now you are making a decision because of how life is treating you. Remember, they did the best they could. That was what I realized. They did their best they could. So now you are doing the same. And some people are living their life based on blaming their parents for what their parents didn't do, what they did. You have to understand, life is not easy for anyone. And as soon as you are 18 years old, it is your responsibility. Whatever and wherever you are now, it's a byproduct of your decisions. You might not be aware of it, but it's a byproduct of your decisions. When you start realizing this, life becomes lighter. You start feeling happier. Little by little, I started feeling happier when I realized all the roles I played, and I had to forgive myself. Forgiving yourself is very difficult. I'm telling you, it's easy to forgive other people, but forgiving yourself is one of the difficult things in life. So that brings me to, how did I, or how was I able to start making these changes? I started recognizing the times my dad showed up, the times my dad was there for me, the things he did. I started being grateful for that. When you start being grateful, gratitude is a powerful tool. Gratitude is a powerful tool that should be used every day. When you don't appreciate people's efforts, there is no way you see the good in them. You're always going to push that narrative that your brain has, that pattern. So when I started being grateful for the times he had showed up, I started realizing he actually did his best. The best he thought was the best for him at that period of time. Gratitude is a powerful tool. Learn how to be grateful. Learn how to be grateful. Don't let this go over your head. Learn how to be grateful. See the roles you play in every situation. Start being accountable. Start being self-aware. It's not easy. Am I out there with self-awareness, that will be life I say yes. No, I'm still working on me, and this might be forever, because I'm experiencing life. I'm pushing beyond my limits, what I thought was limits for me before. So I'm still going to keep growing. I'm still going to keep elevating. I'm still going to keep pushing to become a better version of me. But gratitude has played a strong role in my growth so far. I have put up just 5 persons that I want to teach this gratitude game. How to elevate your life, how to transform your life with gratitude. I have 1 person, and we just have 4 slots left. If you want to be part of these 4 people, drop in the comments, I'm ready, or send me a DM. I charge just little fee because I want to see your dedication. I want to see how serious you are to transform your life. So drop in the comment or send me a message, and I will add you to the group where I will teach you how to transform your life with gratitude. We have to start with gratitude, because what you don't see, you will never be grateful for. When we start with gratitude, we'll start moving to specific goals. That's about it. So share this with someone that you think might be helpful, and if this is the first time coming across my content, you should follow me. There is a reason the algorithm brought it to you. Don't miss this opportunity. You can check my content. I have other things I talk about. I'm here to help transform your journey, and I'm also transforming myself. Thank you. Have a blessed day.